Hello and welcome to Mr.ClixFlix. I'm your host, as always, Mr. Clicks, working every day to bring you the best Heroclix channel available on YouTube. And in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and do a battle report of my venues, Avengers vs. X-Men Month 1 event. We held it off for a month at my venue just so that there wouldn't be the lull of January, so we didn't do anything in December. So this was our Month 1 event. So let's go ahead and get into the team that I ended up doing. Originally, whenever I'd asked what the build constraints were going to be, I thought I was told that it had to be 200 points, or it could be up to 200 points from your chosen starter, and then at least 100 points from whatever your sealed was. Whenever I got there, I found out that it just had to be one figure from your chosen starter, and then the other of your points for your 200 out of your 300 could be from whatever Modern Marvel set. So I was a little bit upset about that, but it wasn't too bad. Most people didn't know either. I think there was only two other guys that found out ahead of time, and the figures they brought weren't really game-breaking, so it wasn't that bad. So what we did at my venue is we still have a lot of Fear Itself left over. So your extra booster was Fear Itself, which I wasn't too happy about. I'm only missing one figure from it, and it's just the super rare Wolverine. It's not like I'm in a hurry to get it. And then you also got a single gravity feed from any Modern Marvel set. So I chose Invincible Iron Man because since I chose to align myself with the Avengers, I thought I had a better chance of getting an Avengers keyworded figure from that set. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I played. From my starter set, I played Scarlet Witch at her 100-point dial. I played my single figure from the Iron Man gravity feed that was Crossbones. And then from my Fear Itself booster, I got a few useful things. I got Hawkeye, Sin, a Asgardian Troll. I think that might have been it. I think I got Titana, who I don't really like, and somebody else. But, Black Widow. And she's okay, but not great. So I chose Hawkeye, so I had a really great ranged attacker. And the reason why Crossbones made the team instead of somebody else was just because I felt like with Scarlet Witch and Hawkeye, I had my range covered, and I was really just lacking in the up-close department. And even though he's holding this machine gun, he starts off top dial, and then there's a couple points, other points in his dial where he's a really good close combat guy. So I said, you know what, even if he only lasts a turn or two, just, to tie somebody up, maybe hit him with an object, totally worth it. And, he has a 5 range, so that if he gets kind of close to somebody, you might be able to hit him without basing him. So that was the general idea. No theme team or anything like that. Wasn't that lucky. General idea was to have Hawkeye carry Scarlet Witch somewhere where they could post up. Crossbones went off, did his own thing, picked up a heavy object, carried it around with him. And then I forgot until my third game that Crossbones had the Doom team ability. So the first 2 games I didn't get, he got knocked around pretty bad, wasn't copying the Mystics team ability or anything. So just one more thing, if you're not familiar with a figure, make sure to give it a good once-over instead of just the kind of once-over like what I did. So, my first opponent was, he was X-Men aligned. He was using Magic, Cyclops at the 100-point level, Iron Fist from Fear Itself, the non-mighty version, and I think a Rock Troll was his other guy. And, he played extremely well. We played on the wintry snow side of the Avengers vs. X-Men Month 1 map. I don't remember the exact name of it off the top of my head. But we played on that, and I'm the one that chose it. And it ended up working a little bit to my disadvantage, just because of all the elevation changes and stuff. It made getting line of fire a little bit more difficult than I thought. Let me see here. Hawkeye got knocked around pretty quick. I was able... I tried to roll breakaway with him to roll support with Scarlet Witch. I failed 4 times in a row to roll breakaway with him. And he got clobbered. He got based by Iron Fist in such a way to where there was no way to work Scarlet Witch around to prob his rolls or anything because he had blocking terrain or elevation blocking on all his other sides. So basically lost Hawkeye right away. I think he got in like one stiff ranged attack against Cyclops. I think that's what he did for me. And then he got KO'd. Crossbones knocked out Scarlet Witch knocked out the Asgardian Troll pretty early. He missed 2 attack rolls with it. So, KO'd him. Crossbones dealt damage to Cyclops and Iron Fist before he got KO'd by Magic. So then I was left with Scarlet Witch. I think she was still on her top click. And my opponent still had, I believe he had everybody except for his Asgardian Troll. And so he charged with Iron Fist, missed his attack. Scarlet Witch hit him, knocked him out. Then the next turn, Scarlet Witch went after Cyclops, KO'd him, and I think that turn I pushed her so that she was on willpower the next one. And I lost her special, but I think Magic had a critical miss before that, so I knew she wasn't doing too good. I think she only had like an 8 attack or something, so I was pretty confident that her needing to roll an 8, I was just going to need probability control to make her roll off of it once. And that's pretty much what happened. She didn't hit me with anything. If she did make an attack roll, I made her roll out of it. Scarlet Witch won. So single-handedly, Scarlet Witch knocked out 3 other opposing characters. Although, as much as I want to dog on them, Crossbones and Hawkeye did soften them up just enough so that Scarlet Witch could finish the job. But barely. I was concerned. But this Scarlet Witch pretty much all day did really good for me, and I think for every month in Avengers vs. X-Men, unless something really good comes out, that she's going to be on my team at the 100-point level. I almost don't see any reason to play her at 50 points, or 150 points, I mean. I would rather run her at 100 points, and then if I'm really desperate for another 50 points, I'll run the Chaos War Scarlet Witch with her so that I have 2 of them. So then that put me at 1-0. Then my next opponent, he was one of the guys that knew ahead of time that you could bring constructed elements from other sets. So he ran the 100-point Thor from the Avengers vs. X-Men starter. He ran Shannon Carter from Chaos Wars. And who was his other figure? I can't think of what it is. Oh, Miss Marvel from Fear Itself. So he had an Avengers theme team. For probably the first 3 or 4 rounds, we just sort of, I don't think we even attacked each other. It was just a positioning battle to try to see who was going to be the first person to give up an attack. He was the first person to position so that I was able to attack him. So I went in with Hawkeye, and I hit, I believe it was Miss Marvel, with Hawkeye, Crossbones, and Scarlet Witch all in the same turn, and pretty much crippled her. Then Thor came in with the dual target and went after Hawkeye and Crossbones. I believe he hit Crossbones twice to KO him, pretty much right in a row. Crossbones got hit for 4. I forgot to have him copy Mystic, so nothing happened to Thor again. Then I believe it was the next turn, Scarlet Witch knocked out Miss Marvel. Then, what else happened here? Then, Hawkeye did his Incapacitate with the Mighty Bow. Or no, it was just a regular attack with Hawkeye against against Shannon Carter, knocking her out. Then Thor knocked out Hawkeye, and then it was just pretty much Thor versus Scarlet Witch, and I basically rolled him out of every attack. I think my opponent made every attack roll that he made the first one, and then whenever I'd prob it with Scarlet Witch, it would be a miss. And I think he had like 3 critical misses, which really crippled his team to where Scarlet Witch was able to take down Thor. So then that took me to 2-0. And then my last opponent was another Avengers guy, and his team strangely mimicked mine. He had Scarlet Witch. He had Crossbones from the Iron Man Gravity Feed. And who else did he have? I feel like it was another ranged guy, but I can't remember. So basically, he was using Wolverine from the Avengers vs. X-Men starter also. That was and then he had somebody else too that I'm not thinking of. But anyway, so basically what happened is he moved all of his guys so that they all had 1 action token. Finally used the Mighty Bow the most effective way. Got them each an action token. Rolled a 6 on my D6 roll so that they each took 2 clicks of damage. Along with that, basically it was just a roll over my opponent. His last person standing was Scarlet Witch, which I totally understand now after having her on my team, how she's probably going to be the last person standing on your team every single time. She's just so hard to hit. It's ridiculous. But anyway, got through Scarlet Witch, although his Scarlet Witch knocked out my Crossbones. And I think I supported my Hawkeye back up to his 2nd click. So Hawkeye was still going pretty strong. Even though he did get knocked down to his revert click. Which I really like those revert clicks with support, because you hit the revert click, which is a stop click. Then you can support him back up. And then, somebody can hit him basically 2 turns in a row for 6 damage each. They're just going to, get to the revert click. You're going to heal them up. They're going to get to the revert click again. So I do like the support power with the revert clicks. So knocked out his Scarlet Witch. I was the only player that was 3-0, so I won outright. And so I won this Cable figure. So look out for a review on this guy. So far I kind of like him. I don't like him as much as the GSX one. I'll own up to that one right now. But he's definitely supposed to be run with Hope Summers from Wolverine and the X-Men. So, like I said, we're going to do a review on that. I'm not going to get too much into that. So, that's all I have for you guys today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you can be one of the first to view my Heroclix videos as they become available. Till next time, please remember that it's only critical miss if you don't have probability control.